and 4. And our 25th to 32nd qualifiers will be in this first heat. Don, what's the 200 IM? What are we looking at?
Well, we got the defending state champ is back, Drew Ryder. He's also committed to swim for the Indiana Hoosiers. I think that will be a big highlight coming up tomorrow. That top 8's wide open. We had a lot of guys graduate and then some guys switch events, so we'll see how that top 8 shakes out.
What is the 200 IM?
Well, it's a 50 of each stroke, 50 fly, 50 back, 50 breast, 50 free. Here we are for heat 1.
Lane assignments for our first heat. Lucas from Washington in lane 1, Cedar Rapids, Washington. Lane 2, Howard from Ankeny. Lane 3, Worcester from Keokuk. Lane 4, Manning from Waukee. Lane 5, Nedved from Dowling. Lane 6, Vonk from Sioux City. Lane 7, Dalkey from Muscatine. And lane 8, Fisher from Ames. And again, the order here is 50 fly, 50 back, 50 breaststroke, and 50 freestyle. So it's strategic, Don, in the way that what is our strengths here versus what are our weaknesses and then how we attack this race.
Yeah, and I think the trend, especially the last 2 years, you're never going to take the fly out super fast. But you have to have a good backstroke and you have to have at least a decent breaststroke to be competitive at the high school level. And a lot of you notice as we get to the faster swimmers, you'll see them working the underwater turns a little more. So you got from the wall to the second white marker on those lane ropes. There's a 15-meter mark that they can stay undertail on the fly, back, and freestyle legs. Breaststroke, you get an underwater pole. Your halfway point, you have your leader over there. It's really tight heat right now, but I think out of lane 3, that's Worcester out of Keokuk.
And Howard in lane 2 out of Ankeny. They're both right there at 55 low.
And then we got a good breaststroker here in lane 5. Nedved's making a good run here.
So similar to what we were saying with strengths, weaknesses, you know, you can see somebody get out in the 50 fly and have a half a body length lead, and it's gone by the breaststroke because they might not be a breaststroker.
The breaststroke, as you know, is a great equalizer. You know, if you swim in college, you see a lot of people that could be great 2 IMers, but that breaststroke tightens the whole race up. This is a good battle now that Manning's moving up for Waukee. He's eyeballing Nedved right there next to him. That's Nedved for Dowling Catholic. He's breathing away from him right now. Then Nedved sees him. He's put his kick on. Then lane 3, Keokuk's trying to hold on there. That's Worcester.
Good finish here. Good finish.
Yeah, broke 2 minutes, both of them. That's a good drop from last weekend for both guys. 159.12 takes that heat from Manning. Nedved following right behind him, 500s behind. 159.17. Now, if you're watching at home, we're gonna see what it takes to get into that B final. I think it's gonna be a little quicker than that, but one or two of those swims out of that heat might have got in. Both those guys dropped over 2 seconds. So,
seeing out of the first 2 events, seeing a lot of good swims in that first heat. You know, that's where training comes in too in that last 50 of the 200 IM. You know, legs are gone. In that last 50 of your freestyle, you really got to bear down and get after that, especially with your lower body, your kick.
Yeah, the aerobic component comes in there on freestyle, you know. I think we watched that last summer with Michael Andrew with the 2 IM.
Yep.
So you can have a great first 150, but if you don't have a little endurance training, your freestyle can fall off.
So this is the first circle seated heat in the 200 IM.